वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स इन एक्स्ट्रा क्लास ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर एंड ग्रामर। मैं विजय कुमार गौतम क्लास 9th से लेके क्लास 12 तक इंग्लिश लिटरेचर और ग्रामर के सारे कंटेंट्स प्रोवाइड करता रहूँगा। स्टूडेंट्स, इस वीडियो में मैं क्लास 9th के लिटरेचर बुक मोमेंट्स के सेकंड चैप्टर को कवर करूँगा। सेकंड चैप्टर द एडवेंचरस ऑफ टोटो, written by Ruskin Bond. First of all, students, introduction of this chapter. Students, this is an interesting story. Students, ये एक रोचक कहानी है। The narrator's grandfather was fond of keeping different kind of pets. इस कहानी में लेखक के जो दादाजी हैं वो विभिन्न प्रकार के पालतू जानवरों को घर में रखने के शौकीन थे। वन डे ही बॉट अ मंकी फ्रॉम अ टांगा ड्राइवर फॉर ₹5। एक दिन दादाजी एक तांगा चालक से ₹5 में एक मंकी खरीद कर लाए। इट्स नेम वॉज टोटो। उसका नाम टोटो था। स्टूडेंट्स, इट वॉज अ मिस्chievous स्मॉल मंकी। वह एक शरारती छोटा बंदर था। एट फर्स्ट हिज प्रैंक्स वर अम्यूजिंग। पहले पहले घर में वो जो शरारतें किया करता था घर के सदस्यों को बड़ी ही मनोरंजक लगती थी। द फैमिली मेंबर्स एंजॉयड दीज प्रैंक्स। परिवार के सारे सदस्य इन शरारतों का आनंद उठाया करते थे। बट विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, मगर समय बीतने के साथ साथ ये शरारतें बिकेम वाइल्डर, जंगली होती चली गईं। ही ब्रोक मेनी थिंग्स इन द हाउस। उसने घर में बहुत सी चीज़ों को तोड़ दिया। एट लास्ट ग्रैंडफादर रियलाइज दैट ही कुड नॉट कीप टोटो एट होम एनी लॉन्गर। फिर बाद में दादाजी को ये एहसास होने लगा कि इस प्रकार के बंदर को घर में लंबे समय तक रख पाना संभव नहीं है। सो ही सोल्ड टोटो बैक टू द टांगा ड्राइवर फॉर ₹3। इसलिए इस कहानी के अंत में दादाजी ने टोटो नामक मंकी को पुनः उस तांगा चालक को, जिससे उन्होंने उस मंकी को खरीदा हुआ था, ₹5 में, कहानी के अंत में उसी बंदर को ₹3 में वापस कर दिया उस तांगा चालक को। और अब स्टूडेंट्स, इस स्टोरी की थीम into English. This story is based on the experience of people who keep animals as pets. The theme thus deals with the outcome of the interaction between humans and animals. It shows that not all animals can adapt themselves to the human way of life. It requires a great deal of patience and skill to train animals to acquire non-destructive behavior. And now students, character sketch. At first, grandfather was a lover of animals. He had put up a zoo in his house where he had a number of animals and reared them with care and affection. He brings home a monkey called Toto. But since the monkey is a wild animal, he could not have a peaceful life. So Toto had to be returned to its previous owner. Second important character is Toto, the monkey. Students, Toto was a beautiful little monkey. He was with a Tonga driver. Grandfather took pity on him and brought him home. He created a lot of mischiefs and brought so much trouble in the house. He tore clothes and disturbed other animals in grandfather's zoo. So grandfather had to give him back to the Tonga driver. And in the end, students, Summary of the chapter. The narrator's grandfather had a private zoo. He bought a baby monkey from a Tonga tribe for 5 rupees and added it to the zoo. This new pet was called Toto. He was a pretty monkey with bright and mischievous eyes. He was so naughty that he could frighten people by showing his white teeth. He had dry hands with the quick fingers, and he would use his tail as his third hand. Toto looked cute, but his presence was kept a secret from the narrator's grandmother because she did not approve of any new additions to the already existing pets. Consequently, Toto was put in a closet opening into the narrator's bedroom wall and was tied to a peg fastened into the wall. However, the naughty monkey did not stay there for long. He tore off the ornamental wallpaper and pulled out the pig. He also tore the narrator's school blazer in shreds. Grandfather was so fond of Toto that instead of being angry, he was pleased with this destruction. He said that Toto was so clever that if he had got more time, he would have tied the torn pieces of the blazer to make a rope and used it to escape from the window. After this, Toto was put in a big cage in the servants' quarters. A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and the narrator's pet goat already lived peacefully over here. But the mischievous monkey troubled all these animals at night and did not let them sleep. So grandfather decided to take him to Saharanpur with him, where he had to go to collect his pension. The narrator could not accompany his grandfather on this trip. A big black canvas kit bag was used to carry Toto to Saharanpur from Dehradun. Some straw was put at the bottom of this bag to make it comfortable. The bag was strong enough to prevent Toto from escaping or getting his hands out. So, when he tried to come out of the bag, he could only make it roll about on the floor and jump within into the air. The quaint sight drew the attention of onlookers, and the Dehradun platform, on reaching Saharanpur, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and grinned widely at the ticket collector. When grandfather was producing his ticket, the collector entirely got a shock, but after regaining his composure, asked grandfather to pay for the animal. To the annoyance of grandfather, the ticket collector referred to the monkey as a dog. Grandfather made an attempt to convince the collector, but had to finally pay 3 rupees as fare for Toto. Irritated grandfather took out his pet tortoise from his pocket and asked the collector to change for it as well. Funnily enough, the ticket collector examined the tortoise closely and said that there were no charge to be paid since the pet was not a dog. Finally, Toto was accepted as a pet by the narrators. Grandmother, and he was given a comfortable home in the stable. He was to stay there with the family donkey, Nana. However, on the first night of his stay, Toto hung on to the donkey's long ears with his sharp teeth and never ever become friends with him. Toto used to love hot water baths in winters. His bath ritual was a sight. Grandmother would give him a large bowl of warm water, and Toto would first taste its temperature with his hand. Then he would step into it gradually, one foot after the other. He would sit comfortably with water up to his neck and rub soap all over himself with his hands or feet. When the water would cool down, he would run out quickly and reach the kitchen fire to dry himself. In case anyone laughed at him during this act, he would get hurt and refuse to take a bath. He stayed there all afternoon and ate slowly till he finished all the rice. Then, to irritate grandmother, he threw the dish from the tree, thus breaking it into pieces. The middle class family of the narrator could not afford these frequent lodges, so grandmother sold him back to the Tonga driver for 3 rupees, thus incurring a loss of 2 rupees. Students, he was sold by grandfather, not by grandmother. Students, in the end, homework for you. You have to prepare summary of this interesting chapter